Whether you're eating fish sticks, a tuna fish sandwich, or any kind of seafood at all, you and your lunch are connected in more ways than you might think. The fish we eat come from a global system, which includes ecosystems and livelihoods. People harvest fish in many ways, from large-scale industrial fishing to small-scale and subsistence fishing in communities around the world. Let's find out about one place our fish come from.
Peru! Ay.
Peru is one of the top 3 fishing countries in the world and home to one of the largest fisheries. But even with this huge supply, Peru's fish are at risk. That's why the Nature Conservancy fisheries specialist, Matias Cayo, is working with the fishing communities of Peru to help protect their oceans and their way of life.
The ocean has a limited capacity of providing seafood. So as the demand for seafood grows, we are putting more pressure over the same capacity of production of seafood.
The oceans where fish live provide 1/6 of the world's protein, hold 97% of the world's water, provide half of the world's oxygen, and absorb 1/3 of the world's carbon dioxide. And everyone who benefits from both the oceans and the fish in them has a stake in making their ecosystem better.
So we started visiting a lot of communities through the coast and trying to understand what the problem was for them. It was until we got to Ancon when we realized that there were groups of fishers that were taking the matter into their own hands and trying to make a change, a positive change. There was this smaller group called the Benthic Divers Group. We started talking with Mayumi, that at that time was the head of the group.
Lo que nosotros veníamos ya sintiendo que sinceramente cada vez nos quedamos con menos recursos. Entonces, ¿qué hacemos? Para eso se convocó una reunión, porque se estaba presentando el problema de que no teníamos recursos. Y al no tener recursos, ¿qué va a pasar mañana más tarde? Si no lo hacemos ahora.
At that point, they say, okay, we need to change. And they started to self-regulate their activities. They started to put quotas, to enforce their agreements.
Personas que no respeten serán sancionadas.
Claro. No, y es la única manera de conservar lo poco que tenemos.
They decided to close some fishing grounds and see how they will recover when not fishing. That's how we started working together.
We're heading off Ancon. Ancon is a small fisherman town located 50 kilometers north of Lima. So different types of fishers, divers, gill netters, and people that use hook and line for fishing do their activities there.
They use compressors for air given to the diver through a hose. The diving activity is risky. Divers are usually underwater for 3-4 hours. The diver will go from 10 to 30 meters deep. They go through the fishing grounds with harpoons or hooks looking for octopus, crabs, or some benthic finfish that hide within rocks. There's a connection between the diver and the fishers that are on top. It's not that a diver will go with any other fisher. You know, they have developed their own communication skills, and dependency and trust is something that is embedded in them.
Bonito, ¿ah? Salió sin pata. Bien, muchachos, buena pesca. So these guys have a regulation. They throw back whatever is undersized or comes with eggs, then it goes back. You know, that's a good way to assure that the spawning continues, right?
We have started to put science in practice with them, so they can see the results of their initiatives and figure out what the best strategy is to manage the resource.
Y es ahí donde cerramos un islote, que ahorita lo tenemos cerrado, y con los constantes monitoreos nos hemos dado cuenta que sí da resultados y a futuro se pueden sacar provecho de esos islotes cuando ya no tengamos recursos.
So the octopus, finfish that divers of Ancon catch can go to supermarkets, restaurants, or to households, consumers like you and me.
From the fishermen to the scientists to the diners eating seafood, everyone plays a role in protecting our oceans and the whole marine ecosystem they sustain. We can see the impact firsthand of successful marine conservation in the Paracas National Reserve, the oldest marine reserve in Peru. Birds and mammals thrive off of the fish in this highly productive ecosystem. By helping communities like those in Ancon, we help keep the whole marine system healthy.
What we can see here is a sample of the productivity and richness of the Humboldt current ecosystem. In less than 0.1% of the world's ocean, we produce about 10% of the world's fish that is landed every year.
It's not only the fishermen of Ancon who depend on fish for their way of life.
Paracas hosts one of the biggest colonies of sea lions in Peru. We can find different species of sea lions, dolphins, several species of seabirds.
The Conservancy's work is bringing together tradition and science to protect life above and below the water.
What we really want for the community of Ancon is to be able to achieve that vision of preserving the little that they have for the future generations.
Not just in Peru, but around the world, we depend on fishing and marine ecosystems for our survival. And today, those ecosystems are depending on us. Next time you eat fish, ask where it came from and how it was caught. If it's available, eat responsibly caught seafood. If it's not, just by asking questions, you're creating awareness that responsible seafood is important. By working together, we can help our communities, our ecosystems, and our oceans recover.